welcome to my pull list for the week of February 11th. This week is a little bit of a shorter week, and I realize I didn't super explain well what this series is and kind of the rules for it last time, so we're going to explain a little bit of those before we get into the books this week. I'm just talking about what I picked up. If I notice something or a series that I might be interested in, I may mention it, but I'm only talking in depth about the issues that I picked up and those series that are irrelevant to that week. I will be showing the variants that I picked up on screen, including this beautiful Daniel Iniculo. Sorry if I mispronounced that. A variant for Immortal Legend Batman. You'll be able to see exactly which covers I pick up as well. There will be some spoiler talk. I'm not gonna hold myself back, but I'm not going to deliberately spoil huge moments of the issue. I'm not just gonna sit here and explain the issues to you. This is about my thoughts and the information from the books that kind of give context to that. Normally comics come out on Wednesdays. This series will be uploaded probably Thursdays, just because of work and all sort of that stuff. I'll be able to record these Wednesday night, or maybe even Thursdays after work if I can't get to the comic book store Wednesday, and then upload them sometime on Thursday, either in the morning or the evening, depending. That's pretty much all the quote-unquote rules. Let's get into the books this week. Like I said, it's pretty sparse for my civic pool list. First, let's talk about Immortal Legend Batman number 6. To be completely honest with you, most of this series so far has been kind of toothless to me. I picked it up because I like Batman. You know, I like Power Rangers and Kamen Rider and Tokatsu. Sorry if I mispronounced that in general. So I was really interested in the series, and they were running a campaign on this mystery of, who killed Bruce Wayne or where is Bruce Wayne, he's gone missing. And that was pretty interesting, and we got some interesting things done with that. But this initial Shadow arc, which this issue is the conclusion of, it just kind of felt a little bland. It felt maybe a little bit afraid to go too far out and do too much with the storytelling. Like the setting and stuff is out there, and the powers and stuff, but it just felt like they were keeping it down at 70% instead of letting it go all the way up to 100, if that makes sense. But this issue was a pleasant surprise. I don't think it was at 100%, but I think it was up there with 80 or 90, and we got some good characterization for Bruce in this world. The ending of the arc was satisfactory. We got introduction of a new Bat fighter in this world, and a tease for the next arc, which is the final page cliffhanger that I'm really looking forward to. I think a lot of fans of a very specific Robin are going to be very much looking forward to. So I will keep on picking up this series when it comes out, and kind of see where it goes from here. I'm more hopeful of this series going forward than I was looking back on it. I'm hopeful. I'll leave it at that, and then we can talk about the 2026 annual of Absolute Wonder Woman. This is phenomenal. As expected from Kelly Thompson and the Absolute Wonder Woman team. It's really up there on par with what this book has been so far, which is fantastic. It's sort of a standalone story, but it calls back to what has happened. Like I think if you gave a child this issue, they'd be able to read it and they wouldn't necessarily have any questions or anything for you at the end. Even though she does reference Batman from the recent Absolute Batman crossover that happened, and then the main sort of subject of this issue is Medusa, which references the first arc when she transforms into Medusa. We also get the introduction of Athena. You see Athena and see how Athena and Diana have interacted in the past and what their kind of relationship is, which is always interesting to see how she has been influenced and how she has influenced these gods and kind of that back and forth, and how they, challenge her beliefs, but and how she wants to run things, but sometimes she needs their power, and they're not always wrong necessarily in the situation, and she has to navigate that and stay true to herself and how she believes you know Diana of the Wild Isle acts. So this is just phenomenal arc. The art is great, story is great. Kind of the perfect like annual story where it's connected enough that it's like a nice payoff for people who have been reading, but it's not so connected and in the weeds that a kid who's interested in Wonder Woman can't walk up to the shelves at a comic book store and pick it up and read it. Like any kid could just read this book, and that's what we need in comic books. We need for kids to believe that they can just walk up and pick up a comic book and read it and get interested in comics, because that's how people who are into comics got into comics. And if we're not, keeping the cycle going, then it'll eventually just run out. But I think that's it for this week. I said a little bit of a short one, a little bit of explanation of the rules and things. If you have anything to say about these two books, Absolute Wonder Woman and Immortal Legend Batman, put them down in the comments. If you also want to talk about anything I should be picking up, anything you're picking up and are super jazzed about, happy to talk with you guys down in the comments. If you don't have anything to talk about, the normal like, comment, subscribe helps a new channel like this out a lot, and I really appreciate it. But yeah, that's everything. Hope you have a great rest of your day.